Hey man, I do what
I'm
I do.
having to dig back into a lot of things and go deep down into this well of knowledge and just really talk about a lot of stuff and try to put things in context because we're at a really interesting time right now. Very interesting time. A lot of political upheaval. You guys thought the George Floyd protests were something. This, what we're dealing with right now, is even more so. Okay. But what I'd like to do is just kind of really let's just get it on home. I want to talk to you brothers, and I want to talk to the sisters. I want to really talk to everybody, but some of you guys are probably not going to like the tone. You're not going to like what I'm going to say. But tonight I want to confront you for a minute. Shout out to my man Temp Be Bright. Thank you for being the first person to contribute to the cash app. Thank you so much. And the super chat. I mean, the thing is, we if you learn something, if I teach you something you didn't know, if I cause you to think in a certain way that you hadn't seen something, then feel free to contribute, pay me for my time. And I don't want anything I didn't earn. But at the point where you do, I appreciate it. Nevertheless, the least you can do is go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Please subscribe now. I certainly would appreciate that. If you would subscribe, that could be very helpful. Are we having a delay? Is there a delay? Can you guys hear me clearly? Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Hit the number 1 button if the sound is clear. Okay. All right. Hit the number 1 button if the sound is clear. Let me know. Let me see here. Let me make sure my sound is clear. Is it clear? All right. Am I clear? Shout out to Black Sand. Are we clear? Okay. So, guys, fellas, we need to acknowledge a hard truth. And that truth is that the crisis. Well, let me do this, man. I'm going to do this. I really would like to. Well, you guys say y'all can hear me. Okay. If it doesn't, I think I'm getting a little delay. But again, so look, let me just go over here. So we got a crisis at the border, and I want to acknowledge something. Okay. It's not just about immigration. It's the consequences of decades of intervention in Latin America. All right. For years, our country, in the name of our best interests, has toppled governments. It's funded death squads and has crushed economies, all in the name of power and profit. And now you have millions of people fleeing the wreckage that we helped create. And so you ask, when a nation destabilizes, then the entire region goes. It isn't a surprise when people from those regions show up at our doorstep. So this is not just about migration. It's history come full circle. And if we want a real solution, we need to start by facing the truth. Okay. Now, some of you guys who travel, shout out to the passport bros. You know why you can go down to places like Colombia and pay a beautiful woman from a predominantly Catholic country who are devoutly religious to have sex with you for $30? Uh-oh. Did he go there? Yeah. you didn't think it was your game, did you? You didn't think that you would just you didn't think it's because you hit the gym for about 3 or 4 months before you took that trip. You didn't think that. You didn't think you went to the Dominican Republic and they just love you, right? Because of your awesomeness. You didn't think that. I mean, if you're a geek and a nerd in the United States, you're pretty much a geek and a nerd everywhere, family. Let's just be honest with you. Okay, I'm gonna keep you 100. You think that these women love you, or is it a certain level of desperation that they're dealing with, which is reflective of what's going on in their country? It's no different than people traveling thousands of miles from their home country just to come to the United States, to go from being educated and having a position in society to cutting grass and taking care of somebody else's children. You think they do that for a reason? You think they want to do that? You think they just love the United States like that? Of course not. It defies human logic. So you have to ask yourself, before we begin to judge the United States and what the government does for us, recognize that you reap the benefit of what this government does for us. By keeping our neighbors poor, by keeping our neighbors powerless, we, and that includes you too, can take advantage of it. And we're going to talk about it in some we're going to talk about a lot of detail tonight. Okay. Now, so hang in there. Hit the like button, even if you don't like what I'm about to say. Right? I know my passport bro is a little sour. I don't like the way you started that off. Yeah, you thought you was cool. You thought you was hot. Oh man, they treat us better down there. No, you have money and you're an American, and they see you as an opportunity. Okay? Let's just be honest with each other. Uncle D is an OG passport bro, but the difference between you and I is I am not delusional. Okay? I'm a slightly overweight, heavy-set, middle-aged black man. I had absolutely no reason in the world that all those women that I used to hang out with on those boats and in my yachts, they did not like me because of my charm and good looks. Sometimes I don't even like myself. You understand? They're with me because I was a successful, what they would deem rich American. That's it. And I'm okay with being the bad guy because I don't care why they're with me. That's what Kevin Samuels used to try to tell y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, the brother was talking about me. I was his case study oftentimes. And that's why he mentioned me so much in his broadcast. He was talking about me and my lifestyle at that time. The yachts, the doggone villas, boat parties 2 or 3 times a week filled with women, villas here, apartments here in different countries, first class flights. I did that for about 10, 12 years. I remember one year I spent $60,000 on airfare. Airfare alone. That's some of you all salary, $60,000 on airfare. But again, I've given all that up. You know, I'm happy to be in a beautiful, wonderful relationship with a beautiful Afro-Latina woman who's highly educated and loving and caring. I wouldn't give that up for anything. But what I'm trying to explain to you all is I, just like you, just like our country, has taken advantage of these other countries. See, we don't go to England and do that, do we? Costs too much. We don't go to Germany. Some brothers go to Germany, but it's a fair shot. You see what I mean? The women aren't disadvantaged. The country isn't disadvantaged. Again, you got Catholic countries, and the number one export is one of the biggest occupations is selling cooch to tourists. You know, the 85,000 new cases of HIV in the Dominican Republic alone was reported. That's because people are going there, and these people are selling them. These women are selling themselves to foreigners. You think they like to do that? Absolutely not. Now, let's get down to it. I think I've set the tone, right? And when we look at it under the Biden administration, millions of people from Latin America, they're poured into the United States. And it does not feel like immigration. It looks like an invasion. Cities are overwhelmed, resources are stretched thin. American citizens are left asking, how did we get here? And the mainstream media either downplays the numbers or frames it as a humanitarian crisis. But let's be real. When millions of people enter your country in just a few years, changing the entire community overnight, that's more than just a migration, okay? And Biden's border crisis is a serious matter. I mean, we saw record-breaking numbers of migrants at the border, over 2 million in a single year. Cities like New York, Chicago are struggling while Small towns are even being flooded with people who don't even speak the language and have no resources. Now in 2025, Trump is back in office, and within 10 days, he has rounded up 8,000 undocumented immigrants, and they've already been rounded up and they're set for deportation. And he's making it clear he's not playing. But here's the real question, family. If the U.S. helped create the instability that's driving people out of their countries, does it have a responsibility to fix the mess? Does it?
DennisSpurling got the mic on fire.
Black father, I have black son.
Tune in, weekly feeling inspired. From the heart, real talk ignite. Every episode brings the light. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare. Share the love, you know it's family. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate. Drop some coins, enjoy the ride. Come say hi, catch the wave, don't pass by. Lifted spirits always in sight. In this podcast, joy takes flight. Subscribe, hit the like, won't you dare. Share the love, you know it's fair. Join us every week, don't be late. Drop some coins in the collection plate. Drop some coins.
Donation. I thought it was a class.
Hey man, I'll do what I do. You know that.
Your ass class, don't come over here. You tall black women up inside. I don't give a fuck about